As the Trump administration continues its efforts to stop the conflict in Ukraine, a major incident is threatening to make things all the more difficult. The Russians accusing the Ukrainians of launching a massive drone attack on a residence of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now, this residence is located about two-thirds of the way between Moscow and St. Petersburg in a place called Novgorod, the Novgorod region. And the Russians are saying that in the night between the 28th and the 29th of December that Ukraine launched some 91 drones towards that place. The Russians say they took all of them down. There were no injuries. But they're also saying that there will be retaliation on the part of Russia, and also that they are rethinking, as they put it, their stance on Ukraine as those negotiations to end the conflict move forward. Now, the Ukrainians themselves are denying that any of this happened, saying that they did not attack this residence. In fact, the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky came out and accused the Russians of looking for a pretext to further attack Ukraine. All this comes as both the U.S. and Ukraine say that major progress has been made towards ending the conflict. This, of course, coming after that meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, saying about 90% of the way has been achieved so far. However, some thorny issues still remain. First and foremost, the question of possible territorial concessions on the part of Ukraine towards the Russians. The Ukrainians now saying that it is something that might be possible. However, Ukraine's president says that a referendum would have to be held in Ukraine, and for that referendum to be held, there needs to be a temporary ceasefire. However, the Russians are saying, as far as they are concerned, a temporary ceasefire is not possible. Fred Pleitgen, CNN, Berlin.